Hey, everybody. So we're going to be looking at the 2.4 compositions of transformations worksheet today. If you guys recall, all a composition of a transformation is doing multiple transformations on the same graph. So we're doing translations, reflections, rotations all together. The one I'm going to be looking at with you guys is number 2. So let's go ahead and get going. Okay, so first thing on all of these problems is they're going to be giving you some original coordinates. That is, the first thing. Get those on your graph. So let's go ahead and do it. A is at 3, 1. So there's A. B is at 1, 5. And C is at 5, 3. All right, so easy enough. There is that. All right. Basically from here, we're just doing whatever they're asking us to do. The first thing, is a translation. All right. I've said this a few times, but I'm going to keep writing it out. Okay. Whatever we do on our X is left and right. Subtracting is going left, adding is going right. Our Y is up and down. Subtracting is going down, adding is going up. All right. Make sure this is in your notes at least once. So just in case you forget. But that looks like we're going to the left 6 and up 1. Okay. With these points here. So let's go ahead and do it. Okay, I'm going to start with A. So left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up 1. Okay, there's A prime. B, left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up 1. And C, left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up 1. Okay, and you guys know, as always, when you move these shapes, they are not changing shape. If this triangle happened to be like bigger or wider or whatever, I would go back and double check. Okay, next thing they want me to do is a rotation of 90 degrees counterclockwise. All right, this should be in your notes, but a quick reminder, here's our rotation rules. Here's a 90 degree. Our XY is turning into negative YX. Okay, flip-flopping the numbers and changing the Y value. Here's the big thing though. What is being rotated? Well, when we do these compositions, we're always doing our next transformation to our newest shape. That is what's being rotated. Okay, so I'm not using these coordinates up here for the original. I need to first find the coordinates of this new one. Okay, so let's do it. A prime is at negative 3, 2. B is at negative 5, positive 6. And C is at negative 1, 4. All right, cool. Now I can apply my rotation rule. Again, I'm flipping my two numbers and then changing the Y. If you guys remember, I always suggest do those one at a time. First do the swapping or the flipping, and then do the changing of the sign. All right, so I'm going to change this negative 3, 2. I'm just going to flip-flop these numbers to a 2, negative 3. Okay, but it's my Y value that's changing. So if it's a positive 2, now it's a negative 2. Okay, and that's the idea. So I'm going to go ahead and flip-flop these. 6, negative 5. Y value is a positive 6. Now it's a negative 6. Okay, flip-flop these. 4, negative 1. Positive 4 turns into a negative 4. Okay, one thing I just feel the need to point out. These all three of these Y's happen to be positive, so they turn negative. Okay, but if any of them had been a negative, they would have turned positive. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so let's plot these points. Negative 3, 2, negative 3. Okay, there's my new, and I probably should have remembered this was A. So this is going to be A double prime. Okay, this was B prime, so negative 6, negative 5 is going to be B double prime. And this was C prime, so negative 4, negative 1 is going to be C double prime. Okay, and again, not changing shape, just rotated. All right, and then last thing this problem's wanting me to do is reflect over the y-axis. All right, it's pretty obvious, but it's not a bad idea to highlight your reflection lines. All right, so there's my y-axis, and I'm reflecting the newest shape over it. Okay, so this is what's being reflected over the y-axis. All right, so if I start with A double prime, it's 2 units to the right. I'm going to reflect 2 units to the left, call it A triple prime. C is 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left, reflected 4 to the right. Now it's C triple prime. B, what is that? 6 to the left, reflected 6 to the right, B triple prime. On these problems, when you get your last shape, like I have all these like, fun colors and stuff. If you don't have colors, just fill in your final shape. That's the one, that's the only one I kind of want filled in. Okay, so there it is. Okay, and that's basically the idea here. Just so you know, sometimes these shapes will overlap with one another. I know it happens on the back side and maybe a little bit on this front side. So if that happens, double check, but just know they can overlap on top of each other. Okay, so yeah, that's the idea. I want to just flip over to the back really quick and just give you guys an idea of what's going on here. Basically, it's the exact same idea. You have, this these original points A, B, C, and D that you'll plot, and then you'll do all of these transformations, always to the newest shape. So it's basically more of the same on the back. It's just, going to take a little longer. So yeah, the big thing on these, just make sure you're when you do like your rotations, make sure you're always doing that to the newest shape and getting those coordinates and showing that work. Okay, and just to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like when you guys go to plot your first, original points, they'll land right here. All right, and when you go to do your very last translation, all right, your final shape will actually land right here. All right. And I just wanted to have that for you, so when you do the whole process, you'll know if you're correct, if your final shape lands right here. Okay, cool. So yeah, I would maybe flip back to the front, try out number one, and then go from there. Bye.